So I'm here on my Oculus Quest 2 headset, and I'm in the 3D model using my headset, and I'm plugged into my computer, and I'm viewing this model with Revizto. And essentially, I've got both the point cloud as well as the 3D building information model. This is an IFC file exported from Tekla structures. They also have a direct integration with Tekla structures that allows you to export and publish the model directly from Tekla from within side of it versus dealing with a separate IFC file. But the controls are really simple here. So on my left controller, I can just press forward on the joystick and backwards, and then just kind of in any direction, and it'll move me horizontally through the model. If I go on the right joystick, on the right controller here, then going up and down will move me around, or I can just rotate. Again, I don't usually use rotate that much because pretty much when you turn your head, you are rotating to wherever you want to look. And then what's also nice is that if you double click with your right trigger here, it'll actually open up and show the properties of that particular object. You can press the Y button to close that out. And then if I actually go forward here, so let's go down forward, we can actually take a look at some of the issues that are in this model. See, where did I have these at? There we go. So essentially, if I click on this, it will open up the issue tracker here, and then I can just left and right to open up more detail or more information. And then essentially, if I hit Y, I can close out of that, and it will trim the model down if you've done any kind of clipping boxes or clipping planes. And here I'll just go to this one, and you can bounce up and down on the right joystick to go between different issues. So there we go. And then again, Y. And you can see here, this is how the model is clipped because I actually did a clipping box here just to shrink the model down to see this issue a little bit more clearly. But really pretty easy to work with. You essentially can just come in here, go to these different issues, take a look at what's going on. Somebody on the desktop can basically be going in and doing any kind of changes or updates to this stamp or this issue. And then I can see that here in virtual reality. Now, one other key aspect to basically how Revizto works within virtual reality is that there's a tracking or like a follow mode. So if somebody else is basically, in a different location and they're watching, they have their headset on as well. You don't see their avatar or anything like that, like in some other softwares, but basically you will be able to sort of follow along with the headset as somebody else navigates. And then it basically allows you to sort of see the same thing that somebody else with the headset on is seeing. All of this is also cast directly to the viewer on my laptop, so that way people can basically see exactly what's going on, especially on the desktop side where a lot more of the powerful tools are for issue tracking and stamping and things like that. But pretty neat, very, you can see the shadows, pretty good fidelity, both point cloud and the 3D model. So really neat here working with virtual reality with Revizto. Now, I did want to briefly highlight that Revizto is a full-on BIM collaboration software. So here is basically the software on the desktop application. And so essentially I have the ability to view properties, I can control clipping through the model, but I can also do this issue tracking. So all of the creating of the issues, changing statuses and things like that, I'll do that here within the desktop interface, and then I can visualize and see that over in virtual reality. Now, one other thing I wanted to highlight here was that in the 3D mode, there is this icon for camera share at the upper right-hand corner. If other viewers were actually viewing the model at the same time, basically I can set this so that way other people can follow the camera. So if you're in virtual reality, you can kind of follow a specific location as you're navigating it here on the desktop, etc. So again, pretty robust software, and the VR element of Revizto is essentially kind of a feature of the overall software package, and it integrates directly within their full BIM collaboration product.